Thank you for joining us tonight at 10. It's Severe Weather Preparedness Week in Mississippi, and in this part of the state, it's also approaching the anniversary of several powerful tornadoes. One of those was a fatal EF2 that ripped through Hamilton nearly a year ago. The storm caused major damage. Our Quentin Smith finds out that it also helped build new bonds in the community. He joins us live in the studio with that story.
Yeah, that's right, Scott. After the storm hit, an organization called Monroe Strong was formed. It's a committee that was designed to help residents and those in the community get the resources they need to get back on their feet. Those I spoke with today say the storm brought the best out of everyone because everyone had to lean on one another to get through this tough time. Damaged homes, uprooted trees, and pure devastation. This is drone footage of the aftermath from the April tornado that struck Hamilton in 2019. Pastor Robert Moore remembers the destruction, but he also remembers the unity and how the community came together as one.
We knew all along what we would do in a case like that because that's the kind of community it is. It's a community where everybody basically knows one another and tries to take care of one another. So it wasn't a question about what we're going to do. They just did it.
Seeing the community come together was a bright spot during a dark time. Emily Kennedy helped with the organization Monroe Strong during the recovery efforts. She says Hamilton has always been a close-knit community, and after the storm, it helped everyone grow even closer.
In that moment of fear, it brought people together to say, you know what, it's going to be okay. When one person lost a house and the other one's lost a house, that common denominator brings them together. You know what, together we're going to be okay.
Kennedy is also the first lady at Abundant Life UPC, one of many churches that opened its doors to give back to storm survivors. She says she witnessed several acts of kindness as the community was recovering from the storm.
It just makes me emotional to think about. I've never seen so much love from humankind to another humankind because of the love and support. We're talking people of every race, people of every stature. You know, you seen them just reach out a hand and hug and give.
While residents were going through tough and difficult times, came about the hashtags Hamilton Strong and Monroe Strong, popular sayings symbolizing what the community is all about.
In the night before the morning, the next morning, they were out there with chainsaws and things like that, doing what they needed to do just immediately after the storm. So it's, you talk about biological families, church families, and community families. It's actually a community family.
And another act of kindness being shown is through Kennedy's pottery collection. She created more than a dozen handmade platters and personalized each one in its own unique way for storm survivors in Hamilton. Scott?
All right, Quentin, thanks so much. Well, on February 23rd of last year, a deadly tornado damaged parts of Columbus. Now, nearly a year later, residents are still dealing with the aftermath. The EF3 tornado tore through homes, businesses, a school, and also claimed the life of 41-year-old Ashley Potts. In some areas, debris still remains, and residents are trying to recover from the damage. Renee Sanders, the executive director of United Way, says last year's tornado caught everyone off guard.
We had plenty of groups that were already preparing for a tornado. We had just finished some training and we asked our EMA director for a mock. And we got the real thing on the 23rd. The first tornado of the 2019 year, 9-mile stretch, EF3, just really unexpected.
Scary for a lot of folks for sure. Now, the City of Columbus and Community Recovery of Lowndes County, they are planning a day of service happening this weekend to help those impacted by damage. That information can be found over on our website, WCBI.com. The response to the Pearl River flooding has been an all-hands, all-on-deck situation for many state and local resources. The Wildlife, Fisheries, and Parks Special Teams Unit was deployed to help Jackson Police. That team is made up of officers from around the state. Courtney Ann Jackson has the very latest on how they're responding.
A boat is the only way you're able to get back to many parts of these Northeast Jackson neighborhoods now. The Wildlife, Fisheries, and Parks Special Response Team has an airboat that makes that possible.
This boat is driven by the force of that fan, so we don't have anything to tangle up any debris, any fencing, any cables or anything.
We rode along with them past the flooded soccer fields off Westbrook Road. The boat is able to speed up when it's not near homes, but slows down as we approach the back side of the neighborhoods again. This looking down Foxborough Drive.
We're very careful. Even in this airboat that leaves little wake, we are at the slowest possible travel when we're around residents and so ever. That's why we don't want the public out sightseeing in boats, causing more damage.
Initially, the officers were doing door knocks at the request of Jackson Police. Maybe not the same type of visual that you're seeing here today, but an important step.
Cuts down on time, and time saves lives. We knew who stayed and who left. So, and I think just the presence of us going around making these door knocks is kind of like a, hey, this is serious. And so it went a long way.
Now they've shifted gears, doing everything from evacuations to welfare checks and now patrols to deter looting. This kind of devastation that has happened, the last thing we need someone taking advantage of these people that already lost a lot. So officers are working 12-hour shifts with 10 officers per shift so that someone is ready to respond to any issues around the clock.
Courtney Ann Jackson, WCBI News.
20 members of the special response team are currently in Jackson.
There are some rain showers pushing through the region this evening. Some of them do have some thunder, but no severe weather to deal with here. As we look at where there are now, some of these heavier showers coming just to the southeast of Louisville in Winston County, as well as through Choctaw County, coming through McCool and Ware, knocking on the doorstep of Ackerman. These showers will continue to lift through overnight tonight. We'll see scattered showers and a few thunderstorms as temperatures are in the upper 50s now and slowly warming. More rain as we head into our Tuesday. This is the first of 3 rounds in the forecast. Details on all that in just a bit.
Democratic presidential candidates are throwing some elbows on the campaign trail as they hit states with caucuses and primaries coming up in the next few weeks. Skylar Henry has the details from the White House.
Early voting is underway in Nevada ahead of Saturday's caucuses.
Are you ready to make history, to vote early or make history on Saturday in the caucuses? Well, I think you're going to help make me the next president of the United States, and if you do, I will work every day to make you proud.
The latest polls show Bernie Sanders leading in Nevada, with Joe Biden not far behind. Biden took a shot at Sanders' voting record during a rally in Reno.
One of the guys running in this party voted for that 5 times against background checks. I don't quite get it.
Elizabeth Warren took a sideswipe at former New York Mayor Mike Bloomberg while pitching her wealth tax in Henderson, Nevada.
There are some billionaires who don't like this. Some have gone on TV and cried. Others have run for president.
Bloomberg isn't competing in these early contests and won't be on Democratic primary ballots until Super Tuesday, which is in 2 weeks. But with heavy investing in advertising, he continues to rise in national polls. Bloomberg is on track to spend more than $415 million on TV ads by Super Tuesday. Sanders took aim at that heavy spending during a campaign rally in California.
Now, Mr. Bloomberg, like anybody else, has a right to run for president. He does not have a right to buy the presidency.
He also attacked Bloomberg's record on stop and frisk, calling it a racist policy. Some of the Vermont senator's supporters have been using social media to target Bloomberg, and Bloomberg pushed back Monday, tweeting out a new ad saying Democrats need to unify to beat President Trump in November. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.
Mississippi voters get a chance to cast their votes on March 10th. Alabama will join in on Super Tuesday, March the 3rd. All right, we're going to send things back over to meteorologist Jacob Dickey. Jacob, I know you're just the messenger here, but it's not a good message because none of us want to hear we have more rain in the next few days.
You're right. We've got all kinds of rain coming, Scott. Big raindrops, little raindrops, warm rain, cold rain, rain with thunderstorms. The sunshine will come back one of these days. We'll be sure and let you know about that. And we'll time out the rain chances for you coming up right here after the break.
WCBI First Alert AccuWeather Forecast with meteorologist Jacob Dickey.
It is a mild night out there this evening with some showers and storms starting to make their way in. Nothing quite yet in downtown Tupelo, Mississippi, with winds out of the south across the region 6 to 12 miles an hour. Many of us are sitting in the mid to upper 50s at this time of night. 59 is the current temperature in West Point, 57 in Columbus, 59 in Macon. It is 58 in Vernon, Alabama. This is actually where our low temperatures tonight are. we will slowly climb temperatures up here over the next several hours. Some scattered showers and a few thunderstorms are working their way through as well, seeing a batch of them from Calhoun City to Eupora, down to Ackerman and Louisville in Winston County, making their way into southwestern Noxubee County. They'll continue to lift off to the north and east. No concerns with them moving forth. Here's what we do expect, though. Temperatures climbing overnight tonight. By tomorrow morning, lower 60s into the region. We may have a chance to get into the lower 70s in a few spots. I think I'm going to go ahead and call the actual highs in the upper 60s, but I won't be surprised if somewhere gets up to 70. 69 in Sugarlock, 67 in Oktok, Caledonia getting up to 68. We'll get up to 66 in Walthall and in Vardaman for our Tuesday. There is a flash flood watch that is in effect. It is for areas south of US 82, and that is through Wednesday morning, including Macon, Louisville, and Kosciuszko. Can't rule out some areas of heavy rain, but it seems like our area will miss out on most of that here. Some showers pushing on through overnight tonight, tomorrow, likely mostly cloudy to start with some scattered showers. And we'll see these batches of showers and storms continue to push through the region all day Tuesday. By Tuesday evening, widespread showers and a few rumbles of thunder. And that continues into overnight Tuesday, early Wednesday morning before we dry things out with the first round. Maybe a little sunshine sneaking in Wednesday afternoon. Fingers crossed for that. First round will bring anywhere between a ½ inch to an inch. That's the median here. Some spots will see more, some spots will see a little less. I think the best chance to see more, again, south of US 82. We'll wait and see how things shake out. Here comes the first round of rain. That front clears off to the south. Round 2 of rain comes back Wednesday night into Thursday. It's a cold rain. Temperatures in the 40s out there. And then Thursday afternoon, we are dry, but more rain coming in after that. Look what happens by the weekend. Sunday into Monday, another front comes on through, gives us that third chance of rain. Just too much of it to go around here. We've got areas that could see 1 to 3 inches across Mississippi and Alabama before all is said and done. Good news, Scott, I'm not concerned about the rivers here. I think the heaviest rain is to the south. We're just not adding rain like we did this past week.
Yeah, it just didn't want to go anywhere, it seemed like. It went down fast. I was out of town this weekend, but when I came back home, surprisingly, I noticed it down quite a bit.
You get that much water. And it'll come up fast. It'll go away fast. The damage it leaves behind, though.
Yeah, it's a lot. All right. Well, thanks so much, Jacob. Well, an area power company is energizing some community organizations. We take a look at that a little bit later in the show. Welcome back, everyone. Heart disease is the leading cause of death among men and women here in the U.S. We learn more about heart failure in tonight's Health Talk with Baptist.
Hi, I'm Dr. Julius Quero, invasive cardiologist and part of the cardiology team at Baptist Memorial Hospital Golden Triangle. Tonight, I'll be talking to you about congestive heart failure. The term heart failure, sometimes known as congestive heart failure, occurs when your heart muscle doesn't pump blood as well as it should. Certain conditions such as narrowed arteries in your heart or high blood pressure gradually leave your heart too weak or stiff to fill and pump efficiently. Not all conditions that lead to heart failure can be reversed, but treatments can improve the signs and symptoms of heart failure and help you live longer. Heart failure can be ongoing or chronic, or your condition may start suddenly. Signs and symptoms may include shortness of breath when you exert yourself, laying down, weakness and fatigue, swelling in your legs, ankles and feet, rapid or irregular heartbeat, reduced ability to exercise, increased need to urinate at night, swelling of your abdomen, persistent cough or wheezing with white or pink blood-tinged phlegm, very rapid weight gain from fluid retention, lack of appetite and nausea. You should seek emergency treatment if you experience any of the following: chest pain, fainting or severe weakness, rapid irregular heartbeat with shortness of breath, sudden severe shortness of breath, and coughing up pink foamy mucus. So join us next time for Health Talk with Baptist, when we will discuss the risk factors for congestive heart failure.
Mail your topic suggestions to healthtalk@wcbi.com. Health Talk has been brought to you by Baptist Memorial Hospital Golden Triangle.
The road to a state title begins tonight for high school basketball players. Highlights from girls action next in sports.
WCBI Sports with Courtney Robb.
The end is near for the high school basketball season. Now's the time to put everything on the line. The deal, as always, survive in advance or lose and go home. Let's get to Houston. The Houston Lady Hilltoppers hosting its first round of the playoff matchup. Janiola Jones with the skip pass to a wide open Michaela Chandler for three. Nothing but net. Houston leads. Adding to it, great ball movement to beat the press. Michaela Crowley finds Amber McIntosh for the layup. Lady Toppers up by 4. Off the long rebound, Trinity Bugs. Man, what a name, and the board goes coast to coast. No one stopping her. The easy laying at the cup. 2 for Bugs, and Houston advances to round 2. The Hilltoppers coming away with the win in H-Town, 61-44. 1A girls playoff action. Ingomar taking on Hamilton. Lady Falcons in control in the 4th. Lexi Campbell with the miss, but battles inside to clean it up. The offensive board plus the putback, and Ingomar's up by 20. All Lady Falcons all the time in the final quarter. Katie Beth Hall goes baseline, pops up for the easy. Jay tickles the twine. Some surgical ball movement from Ingomar to close the game out. Camley Hall finds a cutting Katie Beth for the 2. Ingomar taking the win over Hamilton 53-26, advancing to face Myrtle in round 2. East Webster hosting Pisgah to start the first round of the playoffs. First quarter, Mary Grace Gregg on the wing knocks down the 3. Wolverines up 5-0. 3 minutes remaining in the first. It's 11-2 East Webster. Peyton Flora with the bounce pass, dime to Whitney Winner. Wolverines up 11. A few plays later, Emma McKee, given too much space, takes it. Splash. Wolverines come out on top with a 67-50 win, advancing to round 2 on Friday. Over in Starkville, head coach Christy Williams and the Yellow Jackets taking on DeSoto Central. Third quarter, Sukima Sewell to Jada Neal for the open 3. Starkville up 33-23. Halfway through the third, Amaya Ford recovers the loose ball, throws the dime to Brown, knocks it down. It's 43-29 Starkville. Next possession, Clark on the drive, Sewell off. The rebound, though, plus the and 1. Starkville up 46-29. Jackets coming away with the win 67-53. Starkville plays Fernando coming up on Friday. Pine Grove hosting West Union in 1A girls action. Fourth quarter, Sydney Carter putting in work inside, gets the bucket, extends Pine Grove's lead 46-22. Later, Carter again, but the steal from Sophie Hooker, she lays it in, but that Pine Grove team still on top. The home team keeps tacking it on. Bella jumper on the wing knocks it down, and the Panthers come away with the win, topping West Union 61-28. Houston Hilltoppers baseball honoring one of its own. Jeremy Voiles, a Chickasaw County investigator and former baseball umpire who passed away in August of 2019. His father, Houston Police Chief Billy Voiles, throwing the ceremonial first pitch. The Toppers wearing hats with ND13 on the back. Voiles ID with the Chickasaw County Sheriff's Department. Voiles also was a Houston alumni who played baseball for the Hilltoppers. And the ceremony, just a part of opening day for Houston, taking on Eupora. Bottom of the first, no score. Eupora flashing the leather. Avery Tollison with the stop at first for the out. Houston's offense starts to click just a few batters later. Gage Harrington belts one to left field, just stays inside the yard. Brandon Allen scores to pick up an RBI double for Harrington. The pitcher adding his own run support. The Eagles able to rally later in the ballgame. Eupora picks up the opening day win 4-2.
You were talking about that Jeremy Voiles guy. I feel like we learn something new about that fallen officer every time something new comes up. I know a young man from Florida runs for fallen officers, and that was one of them. So interesting to know that he was a former Houston Hilltopper.
Right.
So that's kind of cool.
I think just someone like that who's especially so involved in the community. Obviously, if you're that involved, you're just going to leave so many lasting impacts. So obviously, so nice to see that. You know, he obviously, it's not yesterday that he played for them, but
they're still remembering him.
They still took
Pretty
the
awesome.
time to remember him.
Awesome
That's
stuff.
great.
All right, thanks, Courtney. We'll have lots of rich forecast when we come back. Fort County Electric Foundation announces a milestone moment in giving back to the community it serves. Today, the company says they've reached $1 million in awarded grants since its start in 2015. About 200 awards have been given to organizations and schools throughout the county service area. A total of 6 organizations took home around $26,000 of grant money combined. CEO and General Manager Brian Clark says giving back to the community is something 4 County Electric takes pride in.
Celebration or reception to celebrate $1 million that the members of 4 County have raised over the past 5 years and given back to all the communities we serve over that 5-year time frame. It's really a great day. It's a great day to celebrate. It goes along with our mission at 4 County Electric to improve the quality of life of all those that we serve.
To learn more about the 4 County Foundation, just visit our website, WCBI.com.
We've got more showers on the way. Some showers tonight through Tuesday evening and perhaps early Wednesday morning. Round 2 Wednesday night to Thursday. Round 3 Sunday to Monday. I'm sure we'll have round 4, 5, 6 in the next couple of weeks.
But maybe not.
Just
maybe not.
I'm going to stop getting out of bed.
You're right.
Let's do it, Courtney. Let's quit coming to bed and quit coming to work until it stops
Yes,
raining.
let's start boycotting the rain.
It's miserable. It really is demoralizing.
It is. I know you guys are just the messenger, and you guys are probably getting dogged by it, but we're all ready for some sunshine.
We'll work on it. I feel like I could have just recorded the forecast 3 weeks ago, replayed it every day, and I wouldn't have to be
here. Possibly.
We're all
Have a good night, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.